Morning guys, my name is Richard Block. I'm here at CHS Larsen Co-op. My job title here is Sales Equipment Specialist. I deal a lot with bringing these products to you guys as growers and then servicing them in the spring and in fall. Today I'm going to be talking about precision planting products. I'm going to start off with the 2020. This is our Gen 3 2020. This is Precision's newest monitor they have out there. They went away from the Gen 1s and Gen 2s. Right now with the Gen 3, this is just an LCD screen, and all of our brain box and power is now going to be behind the seat. We're only running a single Ethernet cable up to this monitor. Precision always strives on their monitors, and their #1 quote is "Data drives decisions." With this 2020 monitor, we can make decisions in field, pass to pass, across the entire field, and make better choices for the future of our operation. So with the 2020, we can use this in the planting tractor, and then we can take it out, we can put it in the side dress machine, and put it in the combine in the fall. When we link all three of them together, again, it's going to help us make better choices across our fields. With the 2020, we can also pair Field View. Field View is a product by Climate. It will rest next to it or anywhere in the cab. It takes all the data out of the 2020, brings into the iPad. That way, during season, we have all the maps from the planting, application, and harvest. We can lay them all together. We can go field to field and look at problem areas, then link it to our maps as of downforce, singulation, population. There's multiple maps out there, and we can make our decisions off of that. All right guys, now we're done talking about 2020. We're going to move into the components that are on each row unit that the 2020 is capable of controlling. We'll start up front and work our way to the back. We're going to start with our Delta Force. Delta Force is a fully automatic down pressure system with the capabilities of lifting the row units as well. Delta Force is a row by row system off of a hydraulic flow. Each row has a solenoid that is then linked to a weight pin telling us how much weight is upon them gauge wheels. With Delta Force, we are trying to eliminate compaction, proper seating depth, and soil contact with the row unit. We do not want that row unit coming out of the ground at all. Again, this links with Field View. You'll have a map of all your downforce, applied downforce, and a margin map. Delta Force is, again, a row by row command. Each row acts independently. The weight pin then will read what's on the gauge wheels 5 times every second and make adjustments as we go across the field. As we all know, none of our ground is the same across every single acre in our operation. With the capabilities of Delta Force, when we get on them high sand knolls that have loose smell of soil, this row unit can actually lift rather than the standard weight from your side springs causing side compaction. We get in our heavy red clays, we can apply maximum downforce to get our proper seating depth and proper soil contact. Alright guys, now we're going to talk about the VDrive itself. What the VDrive is, an electric gearbox motor that is linked with Precision's VSET meter. With the VDrive meter itself, that is going to now act as our clutch control, and we have the capabilities of doing turn compensation. So with a gyro on the infrastructure that we have to put on the planter, we know which way that planter is turning and at how fast a rate. So that way row 1, for example, is still planting at 32,000, along with row 16, 12, whatever it will be. They're planting at the same. Row 1 will obviously slow down, and row 2 will speed up. That way we are not having that yield loss coming in and out of corners. The second thing with VDrive is it has the variable rate capabilities. We can do section control, we can do prescriptions, we can do off of our smart firmer, which will then be based off of our organic matter as it's going through the field. We can put parameters in there, it will change it on the fly for you. Another thing you can do with it is in the cab manually you can have set points, so rather than coming back out of the tractor to change your transmission, you can go from 32,000 to 34,000 a click of a button. One nice thing with the VDrive itself, linked with the VSET meter, is you're now getting rid of all of our bearings, all of our chains, all of our wear points. We're getting rid of all of those errors from frozen chains, frozen bearings. We're having skips and multiples and doubles. The VSET meter pairs very, very well to VDrive. We can plant any sort of seed size. We can have a mixed bag. We've even gone as far as running different types of candies through it, and it is at still 99.9% singulation. All in all, the VSET meter and the VDrive itself link very well together. Alright guys, so finishing up our videos here, we're going to talk about Precision's newest system that they came out with that is released to the public. This system here is called Furrow Force. It is a fully automatic closing system that is row by row variable. So just like Delta Force, each row acts independently across the planter. Each row has a weight pin that is measuring how much the soil is pushing up against it, and it pairs with a check valve. This check valve either lets air dump into the bag or lets the air come out. Again, row by row, each thing acts independently. We have a hydraulic compressor that is allowing air across the entire planter. That's basically on the electric side, so we'll get into the true equipment hard iron. The first stage of closing wheels here are on a slight beveled angle with the sharp teeth themselves. So at this first stage closing system, it is closing from the seed furrow from the bottom up, causing us to push all that air out. The first stage, again, closes from the bottom up, closes the gap. Then we come with the second stage of packing wheels, which is applying the proper pressure down to create a nice firm seed germination bed. So when Precision came out with this, they had one thing in mind, and that was emergence. There's three things that cause proper emergence. We need to have a mellow seed bed all the way to the surface. We need to have no air pockets, and we need to hold moisture in that row. So with this first stage, we are getting rid of all the air pockets by closing from the bottom of the furrow to the top. And then the second stage, we are putting the proper pressure down across the top to hold the moisture and to have a mellow seed bed all the way to the top. Also with furrow force, because a lot of you guys are running our 360 Bandits, we have to get rid of that in order to put furrow force on. So they're offering dribbler tubes out the back that go behind the second stage to apply it on top, or Precision also has a product of Conceal. Okay guys, well that's all I had for you today. I just talked about some of the main key products that Precision offers. There is a lot more out there. Again, my name is Richard, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My cell phone number is 920-299-6240. Let's have a happy and safe planting season. Thanks guys.